2 weeks refurbishing their Ekhumphumleni Old Age home in Port Elizabeth, as it was identified as one of the homes to be renovated. We're going to now cross to Port Elizabeth, where our reporter Lerato Thipa is standing by to give us the latest on the renovations. Lerato, a very warm good morning to you. Welcome to AM News. Now, firstly, why was the old age home identified as a beneficiary of this good gesture?
A very good afternoon to Tumelo. We are live at Ekuphumleni Old Age home. Now, last year I was here around about November when the same old age home made headlines. One of the units of the old age home burnt down, killing 3 people and injuring 2. So that also combined with infrastructure problems and the dilapidated state of the home led to it being identified as one that does need help from the SANDF.
Do I understand that, of course, you are standing right next to, a guest that perhaps we're going to have a conversation with?
Yes, right now I'm with the director of the old age home, Mongameli Peter, who knows all about the struggles of this home. He's going to tell us briefly about some of the challenges they've faced and how the SANDF has come in and really given this home a much needed facelift. Mr. Mongameli, take us through some of the challenges that you faced as an old age home and how the help now by the SANDF is going to make life easier for the elderly that's living here.
Yes, the challenges that the facility has been facing relates to infrastructural challenges, personnel and other things, financial and all that. However, with the intervention of the SANDF, in particular the Navy, in which that intervention came about after the mayoral or the mayor of the city identified the institution as one of the institutions that should be benefiting out of the intervention contemplated by the army as part of their legacy projects and all of that. So indeed that was realized as of this year 2016, which, as I said, was mooted in 2015. What they have done was to facelift the institution, that is to paint the inside and outside of the facility, mending the cupboards that were falling and all of that, fixing the cracks, fitting new cupboards, working on the electricity and all of that. And that, as it was a challenge, understanding that the center itself was a single man's quarter before it became an old age home. And as such, if you are to operate a facility like this, you needed to comply. So that then move us a step, up in terms of the work that has been done by the Navy.
Now, early on I was talking to some elderly people and they feel like they're having Christmas earlier this year. What's the general feel among the elderly people about the work that's been done by the SANDF?
It's a realization of what they've been wishing for, all these years. That's why everybody here, even the community and everybody associated with the institution, they are so grateful with the work that have come in. More so, there's an undertaking already that which have been done thus far is to be further engaged with both this event of today, to further get into the recreational facility right at the back here, so that itself it gets to be fitted with the requisite exercise apparatus and all of that. Then the other idea which has been committed already relates to the covered walkway, so that as you move from one block to another, you move from a covered walkway.
Well, that was Mongameli, who is the director of the Ekuphumleni Old Age home, saying that he's really grateful for the work that's been done here. But it really is about the elderly people whose life has been turned around. They've got new rooms, new kitchens, new windows, and for them, Christmas has definitely come early. It's back to you in studio.
Well, thank you so much. In Port Elizabeth, that's where our reporter Lerato Thipa, of course, was talking to Mongameli Peter, the director of the Ekhumphumleni Old Age home in Port Elizabeth. As we understand, of course, the members of the South African Defence Force have spent, of course, the past 2 weeks refurbishing the old age home, as it's identified as one of the homes that need to be renovated.